In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit. In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
A bit first, we're gonna. I mean, obviously, we're gonna talk about God, but we gotta pay honor to your sport. You know what I'm saying? I got some. I got some questions for you.
You ready to start?
I got some questions for your sport. I got some questions for your sport. Now, you already know. You already know how he feel. You already know how he feel about the playoffs. He was just talking about it. He said. He said if certain teams get into the playoffs, he said I'm about to boycott the league. I ain't even gonna watch. Okay, so I gotta jump in, and everybody can participate in this. I gotta jump in right away. Do you need a top 5 or a top 10 all time for NBA? Like, is it?
Give me a top 5.
Top 5? You good? Right. You gonna rattle it off like that?
He said, I don't care about shaking.
Okay, go ahead. Top 5. Go ahead. What you got?
Mike, Braun, Kobe, Tim Duncan.
Wow. Okay.
With the Magic in
there. Yeah. Okay.
That's tough.
Okay.
That's ball knowledge right there.
Yeah. Who you got over there?
Bro, I got Mike, Kobe. I'm gonna say Magic. I gotta go Ben Wallace, and I gotta go.
This man said Ben Wallace.
This is my favorite. This is my list. This is my list. I said no judgment. I spare no judgment. I spare no judgment. Ben Wallace is one of my favorite players. That's crazy.
You gotta give us the fifth one. I
don't know. My mind off now. My mind. We should start moving knowledge. We supposed to be accepted and loved. Right. This supposed to be a safe space, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Man, look.
That's cool.
Who you got?
Man, look. So this comes with a preface. Now this comes with a.
See, now my man got to explain himself.
Yeah. Look,
you're the one.
I said Ben Wallace.
Yours is pretty good. No.
Okay, but
I bet you he gonna let you live it. Go ahead. He gonna let you live. He gonna let you live.
I don't know if I like that.
He gonna let you live.
I don't know if I want to say that no more.
You good. I promise you good.
Okay, so this is me. Like I was always. So I love playing basketball as a kid. Like that was like my first love, right? But growing up, I was more of a video game head. So this is like all the things that like. Let me give you some. So like 2K12. When you can go back and do like the MJ and the Bird and all that, that was my thing. Yeah. So my top 5 is MJ, Braun, Kobe, Magic, and Bird.
Okay, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. That's a solid top 5. I'm gonna tell you. Mine is different. And Kobe was my GOAT for forever. But when Kobe said, "I'm not who I am without MJ," and I watched The Last Dance, I said, "Okay, you gotta go Mike. You gotta go Mike first." Yeah. So I got Mike, Kobe, Braun, Magic, and Shaq. That's my top 5.
Okay,
fair enough.
Okay,
right. That's my top 5.
Fair
now
enough.
You get number 5. You can kind of. That's why I said, do you want 5 or you want 10? He was quick. He like, I want boom. And Mr. Fundamental is for sure in the top 10. Kareem is for sure in the top 10. Right. There's some names in it. Sure. Bird is in the top 10. You know what I mean? Like there are people that got thrown around. Now Ben Wallace is crazy work.
That's I enjoyed watching him. Like that's
cool. Hey, he was a top 5 defender of all time. He was crazy. He was wild. He got in there. I'm not gonna lie.
Now.
I'm with you. I'm with you for sure.
Judgment.
Now I got
shame.
I got a couple of hypotheticals. I know you're not supposed to live in hypotheticals, but these are fun just because it's basketball. So I'm curious. A couple of them. I'm gonna go first. Leyton, we just want your basketball knowledge because you're here. So you know what I'm saying. We're gonna mess with it. What would Indiana have been like had Malice at the Palace never happened?
Ooh wee. Man, I think I talked to you about that.
I think so,
brother. I don't know if y'all remember, like, Jermaine O'Neal was a problem.
Yes,
like,
for sure.
He was a problem. That year, he was on a tear. He was going stupid. I mean, Indiana was moving. Well, y'all seen what happened. Ron up in the crowd. Which, again, like, I mean, let's be real, like, let's not throw stuff at them. You know what I mean?
Come on now, bro.
I'm not saying we should run up in the crowd, but like, come on now, them grown men.
Yes.
Like, let's not do that. But again, that happened.
They needed Jesus for sure.
They did.
They needed Jesus for sure.
For real.
Man.
Y'all need, I don't want to get into it, but y'all need to like look up like what that team, the Indiana Pacers, them dudes on the team, what they was doing off the court. There's some knuckleheads, but
Yeah.
that's beside the point. All I'm saying.
Well, you know, Stack. His podcast called All the Smoke.
You know what I mean?
know,
So
Stack
That's
got
enough.
going
Yeah, that's
on.
enough to say.
But,
So,
nah,
You know what I'm saying?
them boys had a team. I mean, you had Jermaine O'Neal, you had Stack, Ron, bro, like Jamal Tinsley, like they had a squad, and I feel like they was clicking, but you know, then Ron Artest get suspended, gets banned for like a year. I think Stack got banned for like
6 months.
something crazy. So like that momentum got took, and I mean, I think Jermaine O'Neal, man, he was so good. I just think that messed up his career.
Yeah. Well, his image was forever stained. It was never the same. And so I think that's important. That'll be good. Kind of going into our topic. It's like impressions of what happens with you and what people think about it. What about the Lakers had Kobe and Shaq worked it out?
I mean, that's one like honestly, bro. Like, cause I grew up in San Antonio, so like I saw the Spurs really like almost dominate the era. But if Shaq and Kobe never split up, I mean, Tim Duncan would be top 5 on my list. That's the crazy thing about it. Like,
Isn't that crazy to think about?
That's crazy. A lot of people, they wouldn't be who they are, like in the basketball like rankings. Like think about it, bro.
Like Wade wouldn't have got that first chip.
No. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like I'm even looking at like the Mavs. Like the West would have been on lock, bro. It would have been the Lakers. It would have been their stuff to lose, and so I don't know. But that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, and then you know, Kobe had to go and prove that allowed Kobe to go prove who he was. Because have y'all ever seen the stats? People be like, "Oh, Shaq carried Kobe." Look at the stats. Yeah. Kobe was averaging 35 through the whole playoffs.
It was a for
years
sure.
Old.
Yeah,
like,
it was for sure a duo for sure.
Yeah, 22. They was doing that, but they always give all the honor to Shaq because Shaq could dunk on 5 people, which is crazy. And the way he would go and dominate people was crazy.
Bro.
It wasn't Batman and Robin; it was Batman and Superman.
That's
what
sure.
I said. It was not Batman and Robin. It was Batman and Superman.
Major facts.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And let me ask you this: so, like, and maybe this you could speak on this, Lay. It's like when you had that conflict in the locker room. Like, and keep in mind, bro, okay, I played a sport. We all play sports.
That's it.
But, like, not at the level of, like, professional. When it comes down to professional, like, you got money involved.
Mm-hmm.
You got money involved. You got babies involved, and you got baby mamas involved, and you got family involved. So, like, when all that stuff does mingle, like, do you think, like, let's be for real, like, do you think Kobe and Shaq could have had that we back on it, or there would have still kind of been some, because you know how Kobe do. Kobe was... he was known to be like, bro, you're not getting the rock ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, do you think they would have got past that point of where they firing on all cylinders?
I think it was the big thing was you had 2 alphas. You cannot have 2 alphas on one team. Like two alphas can't coexist. So Kobe he thought he was alpha. Shaq was like, I'm the alpha. And so again, like, off the court, on the court, they had issues, but at the end of the day, like, you got 2 alphas coexisting, that can't happen. So somebody gonna have to back down, and either one of them back
play a role.
So.
It was crazy, you know, and that's why I put Kobe above Bron. Because if you watch that Team USA, that redeemed team, when they was there, that was Kobe's team. Bron and Kobe was playing together. Everybody was trying to figure out who the best in the league. That was Kobe's team.
Word.
And that was right before Kobe went and got 2 chips in a row. That team right there proved to me that Kobe was better. That's why I would put him above Bron, because in that scenario what he's talking about, you got 2 alphas. Bron would defer to a Shaq. Bron would defer to a MJ. Bron would defer to a Kobe. He's obviously been the guy on every team he's gone on since, but like on that Team USA, go watch the documentary. I don't remember what it's called, but it's I think it's the Redeem Team on Netflix.
Okay.
But okay, last hypothetical, and then we'll jump into the stuff. Cavs, if the Warriors had never gotten KD.
Ooh, I tell you right now, like, I think Bron and Kyrie, that duo was special to see, because again, you got to remember, like, Bron it's crazy to say, you know, he got the most points in NBA history. He passed first, and so Kyrie, at the end of the day, he's a 6'2" Kobe Bryant type player. So you got those 2 who had, you know, when they won the chip, they was in sync. I mean, they was like I mean, both getting up 50. You know what I mean? So crazy. Now Golden State has arguably the greatest scorer of all time, easily. To
Still the greatest scorer.
You know what I mean? To their free-flowing offense. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, that was the only way they was going to get past Bron and Kyrie. So if that didn't happen, I mean, if you look at the NBA at that time, bro, like, Cleveland was walking through the East.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't no problem.
It wasn't no
5 games, 4 games here, 5 games here, 5 games here.
Like, you knew what time.
Yeah, like it wasn't even a question. Okay, you just Cavs in there. You just tried to
play.
Because wasn't that the year that like they was actually debating on like, okay, we can't do the East West. We got to go to what they. I think that was the year they did Giannis and Bron and all that.
All I know is I see it like this: if you give Bron time to rest,
Yeah.
come on, bro. Like especially at that was like 2017.
Yeah.
Like because 2016 Bron was an animal. 2017 Bron animal. And you give him time to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So that's look, see. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure. So that's why you got to keep Bron in the fold of the greatest of all time.
Always.
Because he had to play against a team that had 2 of the greatest shooters of all time, 3 of the greatest shooters of all time. Yeah. But a scorer like a KD that will go get his own bucket on any team, on a team with those dudes. Like I don't think everybody realized how crazy that feat was for Bron to try to go do by trying to eclipse that team, because that team was outrageous.
Yeah, that team was actually
That was a cheat code. That was a real life cheat code.
Best regular season.
Yeah,
Ever.
that team was outrageous.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit. In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.
In pursuit.